Hello Myra, I'm going to share one of my precious recipes with you now. I'm going to make a vanilla, strawberry and white chocolate cheesecake using the Yeats Country organic full fat soft cream cheese. The first thing to do is to make the base. So I have my crushed biscuits. For this I'm using just the very plain digestive biscuits. Depending on the flavour of the cheesecake, you can vary the biscuit base. So I have my 200 grams of crushed biscuits, 100 grams of melted butter. So it's as simple as just mixing the two ingredients together and then just place them into, I use a 9-inch loose based tin for this. So just very gently scatter them into the tin, and then a little tip is to use a potato masher to press them into the tin, and you get a nice flat even finish, and it presses them in nice and evenly into the tin.
How long do you leave it, Sheila?
Well, I pop that into the fridge for, depending on how hot the butter was going in, just until it sets firm, probably in around 3/4 of an hour. Or if you're in a hurry, you can pop it into the freezer. And it'll set almost instantly in the freezer, almost as quick as when you're making up the filling for the top. It will be set. So that's going to go into the fridge, and then we're going to start working on the cream cheese filling for the top. So for that I have our Yeats Country organic soft cheese into the bowl, and some fresh vanilla. These are widely available now, you'll get them in most of the supermarkets. If you don't have fresh vanilla, vanilla essence is very good. And as I say, this is for the vanilla cheesecake. You can use different variations for different flavours of cheesecakes.
And how much vanilla essence would you be replacing for the pot?
About 4 drops into the little lid of the, the little bottle, almost a half a lid of the essence. The essence or the flavour, it depends on which one you get. Some of them are stronger than the others, so whatever you're familiar with, just a little bit too. So then we just place this in a mixer. You can use a handheld mixer if you don't have one of these, and just over a very gentle speed, just start to combine the vanilla with the cream cheese. So this is just to soften the cheese, and it's very important to do this before you add the sugar, because if you put the sugar in first, sometimes the cheese tends to stiffen up and it'll go lumpy. So it's important just to cream it slightly first before you add the sugar. So in with the sugar, and again just incorporate these 2 ingredients. And it's a very simple recipe, there's no gelatine, no second agent, it's all mixing, and it's to get the right consistency at this stage to put it on your base. So we're using the Yeats Country full fat cream. So it's not one for the Weight Watchers. So once it starts incorporating, you just increase the speed gently and start just to pour in your cream. So now this is the consistency we're aiming for. So that when we bring it up with the whisk, it doesn't fall. It stays quite stiff. It's important.
It's much nicer to prepare it like this rather than having to use gelatin. It
is. Well, it leaves it very, very creamy and natural, and you're letting the full flavour of the cheese and the cream do the talking and the vanilla without having any unnatural ingredients. So then that's just placed into your base when your base is hardened, and you refrigerate again for approximately 2 hours or so, and just let the cheese again just stiffen up, and the cream, and just let it set slightly in the fridge. It will be still very soft, but just to let it set in the fridge. And then we're going to serve it with some fresh strawberries, white chocolate curls, and just a little dusting of ice and sugar. So just flatten it in around the tin. The rustic look is nice too.
It is. You don't have to more casual looking, isn't it?
So as I say, into the fridge then for approximately 2 hours, and it'll just set nicely again. And then when you take it out of the fridge, we'll just finish it off with some
raspberries, strawberries,
whatever you like. Sky's the limit. If you do a lemon cheesecake, it's very nice to have some caramelised citrus fruits to put on the top, and a little bit of syrup. If it's Bailey's, chocolate always works very well with Bailey's. Dark chocolate or something like that, or any berries or anything like that. We just put some white chocolate. So you can do these with just your bar of white chocolate, and use a potato peeler, and just along the edge of the chocolate, and you'll get your nice curls. And then we'll just finish it off with the dusting of ice and sugar. And voila, your vanilla, strawberry and white chocolate cheesecake.